Hey friends, welcome to One Flight Down. Welcome to the Terry Isle Tasting Lounge. Today we're looking at something that promises to be a little bit different. From the One Great City Brewing Company, this is a Dandelion saison. I have never had a Dandelion beer before. I have, as far as I know, never tasted Dandelion in any form. I know people make Dandelion wine and stuff, but to my knowledge, I don't ever remember having tried that. To me, I think like dandelions grow all over the place here. They're a weed. You don't think of it as a thing that you're going to be putting into beer. At least that's the way most of us think of it. But yeah, it's in this beer, and this beer comes to me for courtesy of my friend Mitch. And Mitch, thanks so much for spotting this and letting me try this. I'm really excited about this. I never even knew this was something that existed. So yeah, this is a beer from One Great City Brewing. They're right here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, and they've been around for a few years. I've featured their stuff on the show before. And the beer itself is called Lio Lai. Lio Lai? I think that's how you pronounce it. It's got a little happy lion with a dandelion flower around his head for the mane. It is 5.5% alcohol. It's got a couple of little logos here. It's kind of hard to read because they're really small print, but Prairie Gem Hops is the top one. And the other one is Scythe Malting Company, I think it is. So, yeah, what does it say here? Okay, it's got a little story on the side. It's 30 IBUs. It says, Lio Lai is a soft-spoken saison woven from the prairie's own tapestry. Locally grown malt and hops, hand-gathered dandelion flowers, and wild staghorn sumac. I have had beers with sumac before. I can't remember exactly what sumac is, but I know I had one or two other beers with that in there. Gilded with notes of floral honey, citrus peel, and a whisper of banana and spice. It finishes crisp, dry, and refreshing, rooted in place and reflection of the season. Lio Lai is a quiet ode to the land and a gentle wonder of things grown close to home. When it talks about the season, I'm going to guess the season is probably fall. I mean, dandelions grow throughout the summer, so it's like a summer, fall kind of thing. It's got just the overall look of it kind of reminds me of like a fall kind of thing. I don't see a packaged on date anywhere on here. I mean, there are a few numbers that I guess mean something to someone right up here, but it doesn't like have like a date that I can read. Yeah, so it could have been kicking around for a while. I have no idea. But what matters right now is getting this into a glass. Let's chuklook this thing. And I just happen to have some appropriately branded One Great City glassware, so I'm just going to pour it in there. Even though I think this glass is more of an IPA glass. What do I know? There's a lot of head on this. So this smaller can beer, I have a hard time pouring it into this glass here. And I'm getting a lot of that kind of saison kind of note on the nose just from a distance here. Like similar to a wheat beer, you know, like the kind of like banana, clove kind of notes. Definite banana. And just, yeah, it's kind of like a, yeah, I don't know how to describe it other than saison notes. I always think of it as banana and clove. I don't know if it's exactly clove, but something like that. Banana more than anything else kind of sticks out, which I know is one of the notes in here, but I think it's like a hint of banana, but on the nose I'm getting a lot of that. But who knows, I don't know what dandelion is supposed to taste like or smell like, so maybe I'm getting some of that. I mean, although it probably smelled dandelion, but not in terms of it being something I'm going to consume, so I never really thought too much about it. But yeah, there's a very, very heavy head on that. Well, heavy, but you know what I mean. It's a big head. It's fluffy. It's a pretty fluffy head. And the color on it, again, kind of looks like a saison or like a wheat beer. It's kind of got that kind of wheatish kind of color to it. It's not clear. You can't see my face through that or anything. All right. I think it's time to just work my way through the head and have a sip of this. So cue that sipping music and I'll get into this. Cheers, my friend. Mustache. I actually dipped my beak in there too. So shout out to John Anderson, the Ginger Yeti. Anytime I dip my nose into a beer, that's a shout out to him. Okay, once you work through all that head, that is a really nice, light, refreshing beer. A lot of times, something like a saison, I wouldn't give to someone who's into like macro beers. I almost would with this because it's just got a hint of all those notes. Like it's got the banana, it's got a little bit of a citrus peel kind of a thing in there. I don't know what the dandelion's supposed to taste like, so I don't know if I'm getting that. But it is really, really refreshing. And all those flavors are just subtle enough that I think almost anyone could enjoy this. Yeah, like I said, I don't know when this came out. I'm guessing it was like a late summer entry, maybe into the fall. This would be a great summer beer. Mowing the lawn, that kind of thing. I mean, I live in a condo, I don't have a lawn to mow, but that idea, right? Barbecue, it'd be a great barbecue beer. A great session beer. I could have a few of these on a hot summer day and be super happy. This is quite a nice beer and a nice surprise. So Mitch, thank you so much for getting me this one. And to the rest of you, thanks for dropping by the Terry Isle Tasting Lounge. We'll see you all again real soon, my friends. Cheers.